Wow. What do y'all? Your boy, I City 360. Really hard. But today, I'm gonna really try to change the driver hub and the driver CV axle. Go ahead and change them both while I'm messing with them. Damn, my jack stand is. That ain't good. Might have to figure something else out, but if I change this stuff, y'all, I ain't gonna do too much recording because I'm trying to get done on like hour and a half a day, like y'all. I'll show you the progress as I go though. That's what I got for y'all. I took my 14mm, removed my 2 caliper bolts, pulled the caliper off, right? And I also, let me get this mug off here, set this to the side until I get a bungee, put it up there. So I used a 21mm here to remove the 2 caliper. You have one here and one there. Take that one on out. I don't know if you've seen right there, up here. 21mm, they're a little tight. You bust them loose. Now you can move the caliper bracket and the rotor. Show you. I might put the caliper bracket and caliper back together. I'm not for sure. So you get your caliper bracket off. Set that out the way. Organize that in a minute. Loosen that up all the way. One sec. To get that out, y'all, it's a S2 T30. Pull that up out of there real quick. I already loosened it earlier. Cracked it loose at least. There we go. Pull this rotor on off. Pull the caliper off, y'all. You got 3 18mm bolts. You got one here, one there, and one there, but they're all on the back side. So the top one, I've seen a lot of people say you can't get it in there. I got a regular, like a 3-inch extension with like a 18, about this short, on a 3/8 drive. I got that one starting to loosen. Look at them threads. So I didn't have to drop the spindle, but I got to drop the spindle because I need to remove my CV axle because I'm replacing that, y'all. So if you're just replacing the hub, you don't have to drop the spindle like I've seen in multiple videos, but I guess maybe get a longer extension, or, I mean, do what you want to do. But if you do drop the spindle, it's probably saving that boot on the CV axle, being more cautious. Luckily, I don't got to worry about that because I'm changing it, so y'all bear with me. Y'all stay tuned. Get this caliper out the way, pull that up out of there, bungee it up there, bust these 18s loose for my spindle. After I backed it out so far, I put another extension on there. This one kind of got like the wobbly head. Yeah. I see that head ain't squared all the way like this one, to where you put something on there, it can wobble around, but when you put something on the end of this, it stays straight for the most part, feel me? So I got a little wobble, wobbly wobble, wobble. So yeah, I mean, you reach back up in there, get it on there. Almost got this top one out. I'm ready to knock these other 3 out because they're already loose. Don't quote me yet, but I believe though, if you drop the spindle, that's why they say you can loosen it, but you can't get that bolt out. That's what it was. You can't get that bolt out in here because it don't clear there. But I can get the other ones loose to where I can start knocking this hub off if I want. But I'm gonna play it by sight type stuff. So I didn't remove any of the bolts. I just loosened them all the way from the hub. Thought I was gonna have to go to AutoZone, but I had a feeling we had something big enough for the axle nut. It's a 1 1/4. Hopefully, I mean, do the job. Fits right on there. So if we loosen that right quick, y'all. My good people, 18mm wrench on the nut, 18mm socket on the head of the bolt. Loosen them up what you can, and then get the rest with your impact if you got one. Guess you want to push them out, but yeah, you want to loosen them nuts, take them nuts and bolts off. I'm gonna put a jack underneath this spindle so it don't drop down forcefully. After a decent amount of PB blaster and hitting with the hammer on the back end, you see I got the hub off. It don't sound bad when I spin it, but I got a lot of noise in that boot. Here's my old one though. See, it's old, 80,000 miles. So what we gonna do, I got pressure holding this up. I'm gonna remove these two 18mm bolts. So I'm trying to decide what's gonna happen here when I loosen this up, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. I ain't gonna blow film because I don't want to break my phone and I don't want to get busted in the face. So it's all good, y'all. As long as the car's lifted up, ain't no pressure down on that. You take them bolts out, you wiggle it up out of there. Now I'm gonna see how to remove this axle. I'm gonna move that up out of there enough. See that bolt? I wonder if I could put the hub on now before I put it back together. I'm gonna see something, y'all. Stay with me. Got the CV axle, y'all. Drain a little fluid. Said it'll do that, but when I took that pry bar, the long end, wedged it up in there a little bit, and it came up out of there. So now I believe I can just throw the new one in. This is my new axle here, y'all. With the AutoZone for this one. I'm lining up and everything, count the splines, I guess. And then I got my wheel hubs. I'll show you them in a minute. I got them off Detroit Axle. This is my new one. I'm gonna line them up, count the splines, make sure everything line up good real quick. Put y'all back in. Running out of daylight, y'all, as you can tell. About 6 p.m. But I got the axle in there, right? And I was watching a video. They said take your dead blow hammer and tap here till it gets to slide in. You know what I mean? I feel the seal touching the other seal, I believe, in the back. Can't really tell, but hopefully all is good. They say the opening of the ring on the end of the threads, or the end of this on the other side, you want it like 9 o'clock. Or I've seen 12 as well, but if you drop it down below, it said it can give you hell. So anyway, I'm finna spin this around. I'm finna put the axle through here, reconnect the tie rod, I believe, and then put the new wheel bearing on. I might clean this up a little bit as well. Y'all can see it's getting dark out, y'all. Show y'all, getting dark out. So I'm finna film what I can. When I see I got the new joint on there. Yeah, new control, or the new hub assembly. Now I'm just reaching back around here trying to get these bolts started. I don't know what they torque to. I didn't look it up. So it's somebody else's vehicle, of course I would have. Since it's mine, I didn't. Figure out this wire down here. Yeah, give me a minute. So I got them 3 bolts tightened what I could before I hooked this up. I'm gonna tighten them some more since I got them bolts in there. And I'm gonna tighten this tie rod bolt. It's a 18mm. I'm tighten that, tighten these, which are 18mm, and then the ones for the hub are 18 as well. I'm gonna tighten them a little bit here in a second as well. Got my tie rod tightened. I had to put a 9mm socket on there on that tip, and an 18mm wrench on top to get it tightened best, because that was spinning with the nut. I got these tightened, 18, 18, 18, and these 3 are 18. I'm gonna try to tighten these up a little bit better now. And then the caliper bracket and caliper bracket and rotor. Put this tighten these bolts up right quick, y'all. It was almost put back together, y'all. Realized I didn't put my dust shit on. Make sure I put that on just like so. Set that in there and put y'all hub back in there. Got the dust shield back on there, y'all. Got them tightened up. I used the end of the jack to tighten them, for the breaker bar. Finna get this back up on here. Clean all that up. Gonna put these bolts back in up in here right quick, y'all. My impact dying on me also. This will be a lot of manual wrenching, but it's all good. I got them in there. Gonna get them tightened on down right quick. And put my rotor on. And then my caliper bracket. Got the axle nut tightened. Tie rod in. Bolt tightened. The 2 spindle. 2 strut bolts tightened. The 3 bolts on the back of the hub tightened. I already put the caliper on there, but I'm still hearing this noise, y'all. Same noise I was hearing before. I think it's probably in the transmission, but we're gonna see after I do a test drive. If it ain't that, then I don't know what it is. I'm gonna get this caliper up on here right quick. Be careful. Try not to, feel me? Get that joint up on there like so. Line it up back there. Put the bolts in. I could put some thread lock on there, but I ain't going to. Let's see what I need to bring it up some. Put that up in there. Try to do it one hand. I'm gonna use 2 hand right quick, y'all. I might have got it started. I got the top one started. Go up underneath there, the bottom one. I'll slide this joint out soon. Then it's tighten them on down with the ain't 18s. Let me see, was a 21? Tighten them down with the 21 millimeter. But to tighten them up, I'm gonna put this 13/16 wrench on there probably, because I can't get it. This in there right there. If I can use an extension, I'm gonna see. Trying to look, y'all, make sure I got everything situated like it should be. Oh shit. I'm gonna put the caliper on the bracket. I'm gonna spray it down with carpet cleaner first. Same way with back here. See if that shit. Clean that stuff up a little bit. Yeah, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna put this bracket up on there. Just count. Let me see. I will do it one-handed. The brake's really brand new. Yep. And I had to compress it because the brakes are so good. The brakes are so new. But what I probably will do is remove these and put some slide grease in there. I'll do it in a minute. So for this job, y'all, I used a 14 millimeter here. For the caliper, I used a 21 millimeter for the caliper bracket bolts. I used a T30 for the rotor screw. I used an 1.25 inch for the axle nut. I used 18 millimeter for both of these spindle bolts. I used 18 millimeter for the hub bolts. I use 18 millimeter for the tie rod. So 18 millimeter, 14 millimeter, 21 millimeter socket and wrench, and an 1.25 inch for this here. Tighten these on up the rest of the way. I got that one down there spinning, so I'm gonna put some pliers on there. Yeah. Everything all tightened up, y'all. Oh shoot. That could have been from there. But everything tightened up pretty good, the best of my strength. So now I'm gonna put this wheel on here. Gotta clean up all my tools. Tools all over there. Put everything up. I'm gonna get this tire on here. Let y'all know how it runs. I got it back together, y'all. Alright, tighten this wheel down all the way. Put my tools up. And I don't mind the tire. Start to the left a little bit. On the right. As you can see here, sticking out a little bit. I'm gonna put these tools up, tighten this down, go in the crib and change. Let's see what this mug runs like, y'all. Fingers crossed. See what it ride like. It ran great. Might need to put some transmission fluid in there too, because it leaks some out. Y'all stay tuned though. Got the tire tightened down all the way, y'all. Everything cleaned up for the most part. Get this stuff tomorrow or a couple days. Take this stuff in the crib. Go get cleaned up. And hit a couple blocks to see how this mug run, y'all. Don't worry about that little fluttering. I think I need to change my, eventually soon I'm gonna get me another catalytic converter. I'm like $300 to $500, but I had the one welded up, but we're gonna drive, y'all, see what it do. I'm gonna try to remember to make a video, but if I don't, it's your boy Yak City 360. Showed y'all how to change a hub assembly and a CV axle on the driver's side of a 2014 Impala with the 3.6. It's a new body style, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. I'll show y'all a video. If not, okay, guys. So I'm gonna say bad news, but I'm still hearing some noise. Like, I don't know if my wheel needs rebalanced or if one of my other wheel bearings is or my wheel hub assemblies is bad. I have one more I can put on the front, but I'll probably order 2 more to go ahead and swap them out with the back. When I do that, I'll go ahead and get me another front axle for the passenger side as well. So I still just hear the same noises, y'all. It ride a little better, but I still hear that road noise. So I'm hoping it's my wheels needing balance, because it looked like one of the weights had broken half. So don't quote me, but I'll probably take it and see about an alignment this week, y'all. This your boy Yak City 360. Getting up out of here. I changed my driver's side, wheel hub, and CV axle.